Citizen science is a collaboration between volunteers who are giving of their unsalaried time and professional scientists. This collaboration leads to science that otherwise would not get done because of limited resources or not having the insights from the wonderful volunteers. Citizen scientists bring with them a stewardship ethic that applies from a community level, so it goes far beyond simply doing the science. They're ready to apply the science right away. The goal of the volunteer monitoring program was first to determine where on the landscape in Murrells Inlet the fecal bacteria pollution might be originating from. This was a big gap in knowledge. The Department of Health and Environmental Control had determined there was a problem, but not where the problem was coming from. So the volunteers, with their sampling since 2008, have identified sources where the bacteria are coming from in some rather small streams that are draining across the Murrells Inlet community. Since that time, that information was used to develop a watershed-based plan that has been approved by the Department of Health and Environmental Control. The plan was developed by the community with the assistance of Murrells Inlet 2020, as well as Horry County and Georgetown County stormwater departments.
You don't need a scientific background. Several of our volunteers do have scientific backgrounds ranging from engineering, physics, chemistry, and even water quality. They mostly hear about the program. They're environmentalists, they're outdoors type folks, fishermen, and want to give back to their community. So we offer two mandatory trainings the first one of which is the laboratory training, and at this point we ask the volunteer to come to Coastal Carolina University where our lab is located, and we run them through the equipment that they use in the field and kind of get them some hands-on experience. And then the second mandatory training is a field IDOC or certification. So at this point, one of our staff would go out and meet the volunteers at one of their sampling sites and do some side-by-side comparisons, to do a mock sampling, pretty much to make sure that they're comfortable with using the meter in the field and know how to troubleshoot and are familiar with everything out there.
Well, my wife saw the thing in the paper and said, you used to do this when you were working, you might enjoy doing it. And so I volunteered, and I have enjoyed it. It's really interesting to see what we're finding out, and it's also a great group of people to work with. It's a way to give back to the community, and I also think it's a good way for us to understand what's going on with the water quality in general, and maybe by talking to other people, they can take an interest in it too.
And so I thought, well, it'd be good to be back in nature. Being from where I'm back in the mountains and all that, I enjoy getting out in the waterways and enjoy it. So I just think it's a nice thing to get back and test the water and check it. So